Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this tutorial I am going to start a new subject for web development, and this is very important for backend development. This is a programming language for backend development, and it is PHP. So I am going to start PHP for beginners. Okay. So now to start with this PHP programming, or to learn this PHP programming, you must have to install the web server in your computer. You can install XAMPP or WAMP, any of these two web server you can install in your system, and that will automatically install the PHP and also my database, that is MySQL. Okay, so now what is PHP? So I am explaining and discussing about what is PHP. What is PHP? First we have to understand what is PHP stands for. So PHP stands for Hyper Text Preprocessor. Okay. So HP means Hyper Text Preprocessor, and this is the reverse acronym. So in the beginning of the P stands for again preprocessor. Okay. So that's why it is called PHP, and it is the reverse acronym of HP. So that's why it is called PHP. And PHP is a open source server-side programming language for web development, and this programming language is used for backend development. So for making a website dynamic and a full functional website. Okay. So I'm writing here whatever I just discussed. What is PHP? What is PHP? So PHP stands for Hyper Text Preprocessor. It is the open source server-side scripting language or open source programming language So PHP is a server-side scripting language which is used to make a website dynamic. Okay. So this is the PHP, and this is the programming language for web development. Okay. Basically the back end development. Okay. So I am writing backend web development, right? So in web development, backend functionalities we can done using the PHP programming. Okay. So this is the PHP, and to use the PHP or to work with PHP, what is needed? So what are the requirements? To work with PHP. So the requirement is you have to install the web server, a web server. You can use XAMPP, and second is a browser. You can use Firefox, Mozilla Firefox, or Google Chrome, any of one. Those two are mostly used actually. So, and the third, you need to have a database. Okay. So in PHP, MySQL is used. So these three are the main requirements to work with PHP. So whenever you install the XAMPP server in your computer system, it will automatically install the PHP, okay, and also MySQL database. So with the XAMPP server, installing XAMPP server, you will get PHP installed in your computer and also MySQL database installed in your computer. Okay. So this is the requirement, and you have to use a browser to run your website in your system. Okay. So this is the requirement for working with PHP. And now I'll show you a very basic program. I will start with a basic program with PHP. Okay. So what is the syntax of PHP? Now, what is the syntax of writing PHP program? So the syntax is writing a PHP program, that is, you have to write your PHP code within the less than and question mark, and you have to write here PHP. So this is the start of the PHP program, and it will end with a question mark and a greater than symbol. Okay. So in between that, your PHP program, your PHP code will be recite. Okay. So this is the syntax for writing PHP program. You have to start with a less than symbol, then a question mark, and you have to write PHP after that, and there will be no space in between these three, and then you have to close that with a question mark and greater than symbol, and inside these two tags, these are the PHP tag. Okay, this is the starting of PHP tag and this is the end of PHP tag. As we if you know the HTML, there is a starting tag and ending tag, most of the HTML element, right? So like that, PHP also have a starting tag and ending tag like this, and within the start tag and end tag, your PHP program or PHP code you have to write. Okay. So this is the syntax of PHP programming to write the PHP program, and now I'll show you a very basic program. But before that, I'll show you where to install and your PHP program and your database. I'll just show you. And after as I told you, you have to install the XAMPP server. Okay. So after installing XAMPP server, you will get a control panel like this. So you have to start your control panel. So after starting the control panel, you have to start here like this. Start will be showing here. So this is the Apache server, okay, and this is the MySQL. So these services will be automatically shown here. So we need these two services to start, okay, and here start will be showing. So I just clicked over start for Apache server and MySQL database, okay. So I have already started, and once it is started, it will be a green. This Apache will come into the green background, and also MySQL background will be green, okay. So if this will be these two are these two background are green, that means your server and database is in the running state, okay. If it is not green, that means your these are not the running state, okay. So these two services are required for our PHP programming. So once you install your XAMPP server, you have to open your control panel and you have to start these two services to work with PHP, okay. So this is for PHP to start, and this is for and also the servers to start, and this is the database to start, MySQL database to start, okay. So now if you just notice here, this is showing like running state, Apache is running state and MySQL is running state, okay. Now I just minimize that one, and I'll just go to the web browser. So I'm using the Firefox web browser, and in the Firefox web browser, if you just type localhost, just you have to type localhost, and once you type localhost, just press enter. And if your PHP is successfully installed, or if your XAMPP server is successfully installed, you will get this window, and will get here application FAQs, how to guides, PHP info, and PHP admin, okay. So to get your database, to show your database side, you have to click over the PHP admin. So I'm clicking over the PHP admin, and this is the place where the database is showing. So it is the front end of your database. So here is showing databases, SQL status, user accounts, export, import, various options for your database, MySQL database. And here you have to make your database, and I'll show you how to create your database, okay. So now I'll start a PHP program to write a simple PHP program, and I'll show you how it will run, okay. Now for that I am going to my computer system's C drive. So here, after installing your PHP, you will get a folder inside your C drive that is called the XAMPP, okay. You have installed the server XAMPP, right? So you will get under the C drive a XAMPP folder. So you have to enter the XAMPP folder, and inside XAMPP folder you will see a folder called htdocs, okay. So you have to enter the htdocs, and here your PHP folder will be there. You have to make, okay. To write your PHP program, you have to make a folder inside the XAMPP and htdocs. So I am already making a folder, that is, so I'm just making a folder named PHP, okay. I have already a folder, so I'll show you, okay.